Blessings and greetings. Greetings and blessings, blessed souls. We're alive because we want to stay alive. In Torah Chaim, instructions of life. Torah Chesed, instructions of kindness. Torah Rachamim, instructions of mercies. This is the third installment of Torah for Noahides, but really it's also based on this seminal work by Maras Eli Shevabar, Torah for Gentiles, Messianic implications for the B'nai Noah laws. So basically, I'm not going to read word for word, but I'm going to ask questions again to kind of like tease you. So you'll have to purchase the book and learn for yourself and open up your mind to these concepts in order that all of us, whether we be of the nation of Israel or of the blessed B'nai Noach, the children of Noach, that we should know that there's a symbiotic relationship between Israel and the nations of Israel, and all of us, in fact, have a symbiotic relationship with the Most High, but we need the Torah instruction, the divine instruction, to guide us into that symbiotic relationship, hopefully in a pleasant and a peaceful manner. So here we go. This is page 7 from the introduction, chapter 1 dash instruction to Torah for Gentiles. So, what is the connection to the Beit Din HaGadol, otherwise known as the Sanhedrin, to the restoration of the kingdom of heaven? And what is the relationship towards rebuilding the Beit HaMikdash, the third and eternal temple? And what will be the consequence and what will be ushered in, and how will it affect the eternal continuum of history? Who told us about the Most High's plans, and how does that relate to the Torah/Halacha? What is the relationship between any nation, any man who might conceive that they have a better plan? The ushering of redemption, is this an easy project? And can we say that there are some people that would in fact try to stop and confuse the masses towards this project of immense proportion, towards the rectification of creation? If we will look to one seminal example, say like Yeshua bin Nun, who was the next leader of Israel after the 40-year leadership of Moshe Rabbeinu, the great Levite prophet, the receiver of the Torah at Mount Sinai 3,323 years ago. Yeshua had two approaches in terms of dealing with the nations. What were they? And in how many languages did Joshua bin Nun, in how many languages did he translate the Torah upon entering the land of Israel? I'll give away a little hint. You can see this in Deuteronomy 27:8. Are we of the nation of Israel, the Jewish people, are we supposed to sell these concepts? Or are we asserting something else? What do world events indicate at this time in relation to the Most High's plan for creation? What is something that is strictly in the realm of the Most High, but yes, who is being the source of this attribute we should try to emulate as it relates to every human being in every nation in relation to his or her destiny? And what is the relationship between those who respect and bless the nation of Israel in terms of the benefits of such actions in thought, speech, and action in this world and the world to come? Now, is this promise for blessings for those who bless us a politician's promise or a promise of another dimension? Although we do see that there are meetings all around the world concerning the state of Israel at this current time in its modern state form, what will be the relationship of Mashiach in terms of, how should we say, prioritizing? No, excuse me. in terms of setting the standards for the priorities which need to be logistically implemented for the land of Israel, relating to the nation of Israel, who day by day, month by month, year by year, continue to return to the land until we should expect, speedily in our days, this is not from the book, from what I've learned, speedily in our days, we should not be surprised when we see millions upon millions of Israelites return to our blessed land. And was this time foretold before our times, blessed souls? And what is the relation for those nations who are against the idea of the incoming of the exile of the nation of Israel? Well, you can see in Psalms 33 what King David wrote about that matter. And I guess this is about what I want to conclude on. And although I just want to, maybe one more point that's brought out in this book, that many have spoke out in protest that why is such a fuss is being made of Jerusalem when so much blood has historically been spilled in that area. But from all that bloodshed, which of course we lament from all sides of the perspective, from both sides of the coin, because remember, both sides are coming from one coin, one imprinted piece of matter, embedded with the divine intent for what man and woman should do in terms of their connection to Jerusalem. What should we see despite, how should we perceive, and what should we pray for in terms of the future outcome of the city of Yerushalayim, of Jerusalem? So hopefully next week, blessed souls, we'll get into the second chapter of Torah for Gentiles, which she entitled Maras Elisheva Bar, the guiding principles of our study. Well, hopefully the guiding principle of our study, even without going to the second chapter, will be with mutual respect for each and every human being, because each and every human being has that blessed divine image, that Tselem Elokim, which you can learn about in chapter 1 and verse 27 in Genesis. There are other places as well in Torah Shebiksav, in the written Torah, where you can learn about this. But in the meantime, let us hope in a peaceful and pleasant manner that our hearts and our minds and the levels of soul which are embedded in, clothed in our minds and souls will be activated, that we can usher in an era of peace through prayer, good actions, and of course Torah study. Ahava Chad, one love, Gorel Echad, one destiny, Kulanu, for all of us. Badarchi Noam, in a peaceful way, Badarchi Shalom.